Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be focusing on 5 techniques to basically reduce your stress, your nervousness, your anxiety as you are preparing for the CFA exams. This video applies to any of the exams that you're taking, whether it's level 1, level 2, or level 3. And these are tips that I have, or techniques that I have applied myself as well. So the first technique that I have, or the first tip that I have for you today, is that whenever you're planning to give the CFA, one of the CFA exams, always craft a study plan. It's very essential that basically you give yourself 6 to 9 months of preparation. If you can give yourself more, it's even better. But at the minimum, give yourself 6 to 9 months of preparation and create a study plan. So basically, you can create it yourself. You can basically create an Excel file, or you can also find it online where you basically lay down this 6 to 9 months of preparation, and you write down what you want to focus on the first few weeks, the first few months, and you do sort of like self-check at each month or each quarter to see, okay, this is how much I have come forward, this is how much I still have to complete. And I think having a tracker or having like an Excel file, it gives you a sort of like a visual representation of how much you have come forward. I have used one myself as well. I didn't have exactly a tracker, but I would use like a pen and paper, and I would write it down on my notebook that this is how much I have completed, this is how much I have left. And I think it would just help me to better realize that, okay, this is how much time I have left, and this is how much I have to still cover. So I think having a study plan and sticking to it is a great tool to pass the CFA exams. The second tip that I have for you is spaced repetition. So the CFA exams or the CFA program contains a lot of materials. You have to learn many things. You have so many readings. You have so much to internalize and digest that you need a lot of time to basically understand everything. But what's more important is having a systematic approach to practicing the problems. And what I highly recommend is having spaced repetition, because if you give yourself 6 to 9 months of preparation, you have to make sure that you continuously practice. But it's not something that you have to do every day. I mean, of course you would, if you have time, do it every day, but I think to make sure that you have understood everything, give yourself, let's say, this day at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month, where you're like, okay, today I'm gonna practice everything that I have done in the previous month, or everything that I have done in the previous 2 months. So in this way, you will be able to see if you have actually understood the materials that you have covered. And then this way, when the day of the exam comes, you're not revising everything from the beginning, you're not practicing everything from the beginning. So it's very important that you stick to this sort of like spaced repetition of the problems. The third tip that I have for you is about time, and time is going to be your friend. It's going to be your best friend. And so, as I mentioned at the beginning, you have to make sure that you stick to 6 to 9 months of preparation. But most importantly, whenever you're completing the mock exams, make sure to basically follow the instructions. Like if the problem is telling you you need to spend 10 minutes on this problem, spend 10 minutes on this problem. Don't spend 20 minutes on it. Like if they tell you that you're supposed to be allocating 10 minutes, there is a reason behind it. And if you're allocating more than that, then maybe there is something wrong with your comprehension. Maybe you didn't understand the material. You didn't understand the material enough. So it's very crucial that you stick to the time that they have recommended. And also make sure that you're not running out of time when you're completing the exam, because you're going to have a certain amount of hours to complete the exams. And if you want to increase the chances of passing the exam, you want to make sure that you stick to the time guidelines they have provided. The fourth tip is the support system. So basically, when they say if you want to manifest something, let's say if you want to become a millionaire, so be surrounded by millionaires, the same thing applies for the CFA program. Like if you want to make sure that you pass all the exams, then be surrounded by people that have passed exams, have the CFA charter. And so having that type of support system, it will help you to manifest it. I believe a lot in manifestation. And even when I was writing for the CFA exams, I would always go and find the right people to ask for questions, and I would be surrounded by the right people. Like all the people around me, my managers, my colleagues, they all had the CFA charter. And I think it's important to have that type of support system, because one, you'll be motivated, but two, these people can act as a mentor for you. So you can go and ask for questions, you can go and ask for advice. And I think that's very, very essential, especially when you're preparing for the exams. And if you work like if you are an actual professional, like if you work in the financial sector, or if you have friends, or if you have like part of different communities where you have people that have passed exams, then go and ask for advice, go and ask for guidance. They're there for a reason. And I think it's very important to have the right support system, because it can be really tiring to study for the CFA exams, and it can be demotivating at some times. So I think it's important to have the right support system. And my last tip is, don't neglect self-care. I think sometimes we get so sucked up in studying for the CFA exams that we forget to take care of ourselves. And no one will take care of for you unless you do it for yourself. So it's very important that you get good night's sleep. And this doesn't have to be just on the day before of the exam. This has to be like throughout the year. So make sure to get good night's sleep, make sure to eat well, make sure to practice mindfulness, make sure to work out, whether you're someone who likes to go for a run, likes to go for a walk, likes to meditate. Don't neglect these basic things, because you need that for your mental resilience. So I highly recommend that you take time to practice self-care, take a night off to just read a book, maybe watch a movie. It's very, very important to nurture our mind that way. So these are all of my 5 tips that I have to basically reduce your level of stress for the exam. And I hope you like this video. So that's all for me today. So please make sure to like and subscribe. It will help me a lot it will help a lot my YouTube channel. And I wish you all good luck, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.